What's going on, boys and girls? Third video for the day. Okay, just got done mowing my lawn. I was going to work out in my garage a little bit, and I plan on going for a run after that. But then I got my phone, started watching a video, and I want to share with you down below, so watch it. Okay, this guy named Joe, I've been watching him for some time. I agree with this guy, and he has actually been back and forth with some other guy who smokes pot, and it seemed to me like Joe was always against this guy. Okay, smoking dope, praising the Lord. Okay, I agree with Joe, or I agreed with Joe back then. I'm against drugs, guys. I'm against booze. I'm against anything that alters the mind. Okay, now Joe made a video today proclaiming that he's been smoking pot since he was 14 and he's on medical marijuana. Okay, now listen up, guys. Here's my view on everything, on smoking dope. I've been in many debates with people that, you know, tell me how stupid I am because I go against the marijuana, I go against booze, I go against drugs. I myself used to smoke drugs back in the day. Okay, when I was in high school, everybody else did, all my friends were doing it. And it affected me to the point where I would lose my mind. Okay, I could literally come in, lay my keys on the TV, sit down, and sit there and stare at the wall for 15 minutes, and then get back up. And well, I need to go somewhere, but then I would lose my keys. Okay, search the house for I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, and there they are, right on top of the TV. That's what pot used to do to me. Okay, I couldn't have a conversation with anybody. My mind couldn't think straight. So I know what it does to me anyway. Okay, some people can smoke it, and you know, they seem to stay, you know, pretty well, you know, where their brain is still working and functioning properly, or you know, just like a functioning alcoholic. You know, some people can drink a ton of booze and it doesn't seem to affect them that much. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, let me give you my view on this real quick. I live in the state of Illinois, and they're passing marijuana laws. They're legalizing marijuana. They're legalizing abortion. You know, I mean, this state sucks. It's evil. They all are. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me show you guys what's going to happen. I will not endorse smoking pot or taking any kind of drug, prescription or unprescription. You got all these doctors out here who are making millions of dollars feeding you prescriptions. Well, if this one doesn't work, let's try this one. If that don't work, let's try this one. Before you know it, you got these people who came in because they were depressed. Instead of telling that person, you know what, get your ass out and go for a run and enjoy nature, enjoy what God has given you, and get undepressed. Okay, the reason people get depressed is because they don't have God. They don't know God. They're not seeking God. They don't understand God. They let this world take them over and they get depressed no matter what's going on in their life. Okay, I understand a lot of people are going through shit hell on this earth. Okay, but good God, you know, get your mind straight on what, you know, if you knew God and you knew what's coming, you wouldn't let that get to you, man. You got to get around that. You got to bust through that barrier that Satan's putting in front of you. Okay, so listen to me, guys. I would not endorse marijuana because here's what's going to happen. Listen to me. This is what's going to happen. The state is going to legalize it. Pretty soon, all these parents are going to be, because the state and the government, because they are God to all these people. Okay, well, the government says it's okay to get high. Okay, it's okay to get stoned. So now I'm going to sit around and watch TV. I'm going to go buy my medical marijuana, and I'm going to sit around and get high. And then my kids are going to see that, and they're going to think it's okay. And in fact, a lot of these parents are so jacked up in the head, they're going to start giving it to their kids because the God, Satan, the government, they say it's okay. Okay, they're putting the stamp on it now, so it's okay to get high, to get drunk, to get whatever. And pretty soon, all these little kids are going to start getting high. As an example, when my boy was growing up, he was diagnosed with dyslexia. Okay, didn't know 1 + 1, and the first thing the schools wanted to do was put him on drugs. Okay, which my ex-wife went out and bought the drugs and tried to stick them on him. Well, I about slapped her upside the head, you know, not literally, but you know, theoretically, if you want to put it that way. And I told her, you know, that's not going to happen. You're not sticking my boy on drugs. we are going to teach him how to study, how to do this, how to do that, which we did, which I did, not her. And he became a nurse. He became an RN nurse. So here he is. He's acing out chemistry. He's acing out all these classes. So the state and the government wants to put you on drugs. The doctors want to put you on drugs. But if you really look at it, if you just point your kids the right direction and make them study more and make them work a little harder, they're gonna learn the right way. Okay, God's way. Anyway, guys, I don't agree with Joe on this. He's trying to say that marijuana is not addictive. Yes, it is. I smoke dope, and it took me a long time to quit. Why? Because you get used to it, just like anything else. You're drinking booze, you get used to it. If you're a sex addict, you get used to it. If whatever it is, whatever Satan grabs a hold of you and drags you into that mess, and you start doing it over and over and over and over. If you like rock and roll, if you like AC/DC, Highway to Hell, you got to break away from that, man. It's addictive, okay? All that rock and roll is sending you down the wrong road. So marijuana is addictive, okay? No doubt about it. I tried to quit. I did quit. And then once I got away from it, just like nicotine, just like cigarettes, just like the vapors nowadays, it's addictive. Everything is addictive, okay? Satan throws all these things out there addictive. Now, for all you people who think you need drugs, now me, myself, and I, if I ever got to the point where I was in pain, or my blood pressure was going up, or something was going on, you know what? I'd live with it, okay? I would rather have a clear mind and focus on God and let God heal me if that's what it takes, or I would rather die. Seriously. You know, if I was in so much pain, whatever, and the doctor was trying to give me a drug that I knew that would be addictive, I tell him to stick it up his, you know what. Okay, I'm not going to take it. You know, I'm going to just keep my eyes on God, and that's the road I'm going down. I don't want drugs, and I don't want to hear this thing about, well, God gave plant-bearing seeds on the earth. You know what? God made a lot of things on this earth. Do you want to go out and smoke poison ivy? Okay, so, you know, if you want to put it that way, why don't you go out and pick a bunch of poison ivy and start smoking it? Or any other kind of poisonous plant. Okay, God gave all these seed-bearing plants and everything else. You're reading the scripture wrong. That doesn't mean you're supposed to go eat it. That doesn't mean you're supposed to go smoke it or drink it or mix it in with your tea. Okay, that's not how it works. Anyway, guys, I don't agree with this guy on this video. I'm going to put his video below. Check it out. But the world, Satan, wants you to be altered in your mind. Okay? Why? There's a reason for that. Because you cannot stay focused on God. Really. And I don't give a crap when anybody says marijuana alters your mind. So does booze. So does drugs. So does heroin. If Satan wants anything, he wants you to, pollute the temple. Put something in there that's going to alter your mind. Marijuana does that. Okay. I don't even want to argue about it. All right, guys. Peace out. God bless. Take care. Watch that video below.